Hey Tobias, my name is Ashley, and I was doing a little bit of research in your area and I came across your website, seeing it could use a little bit of help, so I reached out to the office and I spoke with Brianna, and yeah, here I am. In this video, I'm going to be showing you 3 things that you can do today to help bring in more customers to your business. Most likely, you're sitting there asking yourself, why would I be doing this and what's in it for me? Well, you're lucky because I read minds. And the answer is oftentimes in the world of the internet, most local business owners are just too busy running their businesses to learn how the internet can benefit them and their company. And sometimes the only hesitation they have when hiring someone is they don't know who's an expert and who isn't. So I have found by giving people a free, easy attack plan of actual things they can do to impact their business for free has resulted in some of those local business owners still raising their hands saying, I like you, Ashley, please do this for me. So if by the end of this video you've liked what you heard and you can see that I have a lot of tricks up my sleeve that can help your business, shoot me a message back and we can chat. Or if at the end of this video you simply want to take this free attack plan and do it yourself, that works for me too. All that I ask is for some feedback. So let me show you 3 things that will set your company above your competition and not waste any more of your time or mine. The first thing I want to go over is content. It has to be unique content. It cannot be copied from anywhere. Google will flag your site for plagiarism. Google likes to see at least 1,500 words of content on a home page. And looking here on your guys' homepage now, you guys have roughly 400 words of content. So I did a general search in your area, tree removal, Houston, Texas, and these guys down here, Houston Tree Removal, they're your competitors. So if we go over and take a look at what their content looks like, they have roughly, honestly, not much more, maybe 475 words of content, which is very beatable. Go back here. I'm just going to break down Google for you. Google is broken down into 3 different sections. There's the ads, the GMB, and the organic section. Now, the first thing that we see up here is the ads, which is how I found you guys, right there. Now, if these are not done correctly, they can definitely become a money pit. And honestly, if you're ranking in the other areas that I'm about to show you, it's unnecessary to run these. So moving on to this next section, this here is the GMB, the Google My Business, and what dictates you ranking in this is a citation. A citation is your name, address, and phone number listed across the web in different directories, such as Yellow Pages, even Facebook is one of them, but also having reviews and pictures. You've got to stay up to date with this area here. And as you can see, Houston Tree Removal is in this top position, and you want to be somewhere in these top 3. I know when I go to Google, this is the first place that I'm looking. So we go over here to a resource that I use, and it's a paid tool, but it just shows me how many citations your competitor has and where they are getting them from. So we can see Houston Tree Removal, has 41 citations. Now, not all citations are created equal, so see how this says domain authority? That's how strong that specific citation is. 0 being the weakest and 100 being the strongest. So now you see how all these red ones say submittable? What I'd do is I'd go in and I would submit for all those powerful ones for your site. What works for them will work for you. But I'd also like to go in and add 80 to 100 more to really swamp out that competition. But on top of that, get your name out there in other directories so when people are searching for your services, they can find you guys a lot easier. So if we go back to that general search, moving on to this next section, this is the organic section. Now this area directly deals with your website, and what gets you ranked here is what's called a backlink. A backlink is a link created when one website links back to your website. I don't know if you've ever gone to a page and you've seen something that was, hyperlinked and you can click on it and it takes you to a different page. That's a backlink. Now you want the most relevant backlinks linking back to you guys for the most effectiveness. For example, you're a tree removal service. So if you were to have a dentist linking back to you guys, it's not going to be as powerful as having another tree removal service from a different area linking back to you guys. So to get you in this page here on this top first page, because that's where you want to be. Nowadays, people barely scroll down, past this section here, let alone to the second page of Google. And as you can see, that Houston tree removal is in that first position again. Now we go over here to another resource that I use. It's another paid tool, but it just shows me an overview of your stats as well as your competitors' stats. And here you can see your UR, which is the overall strength of your page, is a 16, and your DR, which is the overall strength of your backlink profile, is a 43. You want your UR and your DR to be as close as possible and as high as possible. Like a 43 to 43 would be ideal, or even a 16 to 16. A 1-to-1 ratio is considered the golden ratio. You have 22 backlinks and you have 181 organic keywords. Moving on to your competitor. Houston Tree Removal has a UR of 21 and a DR of 0.3. 579 backlinks and 320 organic keywords. Now this is a perfect example of not all backlinks are created equal, just like a citation. You guys have a DR of 43 with only 22 backlinks, and they have a DR of 0.3 with 579 backlinks. Now, just by the looks of it, it looks like you guys should be ranking organically in that organic section down here, and like you guys should be above them. But clearly you're not, and that many different reasons. One reason could be your links are spammy, or they're broken links. Like for example here, you guys this is them. So out of those 579 backlinks they have, 309 of them are do follow. So if we go back to your page, out of your 22 backlinks, only 6 of them are do follow. So now the nice thing about this is we can go into their backlinks and see where they're getting them from and submit them for your business. The nice thing, we can go into their organic keywords and see what they're being found for. Now, the volume means how many times those specific keywords are being searched. So to give you an example, 250 people are searching. They are typing in Google, tree removal Houston, Texas. And these guys are being found instead of you guys. And out of those 250 people searching, 76 of them are going to their site. Now, I don't know what a job, how much a job means to you, but if you were to land half of those, and let's say each job is $1,000. That's $30,000. That's crazy off of just one keyword. Let's look at a couple and see what else they have. Houston Tree Removal, 150. Houston Tree Removal Service, 200. Tree Service Houston, 900 people are typing that in Google. That's huge, and that is why it is so important to be ranked top in Google. And that's why it's important to have that 1,500 words of content so we can fit these keywords in that content. You need one keyword per every 100 words so Google doesn't flag your site for keyword stuffing. But what we do is I would go in and I'd go through all your competitors, find the high volume, low KD, relevant keywords to your area and your services, and we would place them throughout that 1,500 words I was talking about. So yeah, just to go over everything that we went over content. Your front page needs at least 1,500 words of content. We went over citations, which is your name, address, and phone number listed across the web in different directories. You want to have at least 200 to 300 of these to really swamp out that competition. And on top of that, like I said earlier, it gets your name out there in other directories. So when people are trying to find your services, they can find you guys a lot easier. And the third thing I went over was backlinks. You guys need more relevant sites pointing at you guys to show Google you are the authority. And if you implement these strategies today, you could be #1 across Google. So you can either go with this information that I provided you with today and do this on your own. Like I said, totally cool with that. However, if you want the most effective route and you really want to save yourself the time, you can give me a call or text at 570-536-4151. Once again, my name is Ashley and my number is 570-536-4151. I hope this video was helpful, and yeah, I look forward to hearing from you and hopefully getting your site to the top. Have a great one, Tobias.